This is how we play. Now, Tiberius and who else do we have in that group? Where's Ravine from? Ravine is a local, yes?
Yes, Ravine is a local. Ravine is a local who fell in love with the goblins because they cured her depression.
Yes, because they cured her depression. That is exactly how that happened. But the two of you spot in a gold piece left behind by the fallen bag of the hobgoblin, which was disintegrated by the vampiric touch spell.
From earlier?
The gold you recognize as being a gold piece from where the guild gets their gold from. It has the stamp of the Marnin coiners from Ravenin. So the hobgoblin, goblins being extinct in Ravenin, had a coin from that world in its possession. The world that Ravine's boyfriend came from. Avard.
Yeah, Ravine has a boyfriend.
And that...
Ravine has a lot of boyfriends.
And that Lady Alanis uses to pay for things. Lady Alanis's guild, or Lady Alanis's money, comes from the same place that this gold coin seems to have come from.
Well,
I grabbed the coin and said, okay now guys, something fishy. Either someone's in cahoots or we have a serious problem on our hands.
An interdimensional problem.
You can't read the coin.
I just pick up the coin then.
Robbing them is very tempting.
Alright. Favon, you did a lot of spellcasting toward the end, which is very wizardy. But you did punch a man in the face. And you punched a hobgoblin out. Which is not very wizardy.
I guess I'm a wizard and a...
Yeah, a monk wizard. Well, monk
A wizard.
Mage monk?
He has a monastic background, but the monastic background taught him spells. So I think that he's like monasteries also where monks come from. So
Monk wizard.
But you're supposed to be psionic.
Well, the monk
is psionic. Yeah, no, you're right. So yeah, it's a
system straight Lampede.
Yeah, you're an open hand monk hybrided with a is this a wizard?
I have arcane.
Your dex is too
cantrips.
low to be a beguiler.
So, mage has 4 different builds, one of which is wizard, one of which is sorcerer.
Well,
and then
definitely not a sorcerer. Probably not an Elderant. This is a wizard.
Monk wizard, nah.
Yeah, it's a monk wizard. I've never had a monk wizard before.
You do not deserve to
Well-
have God as your model.
Wizard.
We won't use Matt Mercer as a model again. Relax. It was a joke, all right? It just got a little. We just got a little carried away.
Okay, so monk wizard. Can I be a mix?
A what?
A mix of the thought shaper.
You'll
Oh,
have
wait,
to take a
no.
level of Thought Shaper later.
Because I'm monk. Yeah.
You might put in parentheses in your power source here. I'll just do it while I'm here. You're going to want to put Born Scion so that you have the right to do that. Because Born Scions are pretty rare. Normally, people need a... Well, it's probably fine. I just would yell at you because I don't like you personally. But in...
No, let God stay. Be
and-
not with the wizard.
I don't know. You could do Wild Mage because you're pretty chaotic as a person, as a player. I don't know that...
How you're trying to cast your spells, Wild Mage. Kind of your thing.
Yeah, but Wild Mage also adds a lot of complication that I don't think Rad's ready for.
That's true.
Like random damage types and stuff like that, extra rolls. I think Wizard is probably the way to go.
Monk, combat proficiency.
Alright, look at the hybrid rules. Shreya, you might take him into another... Why am I using the general instead of the stream voice? Stream voice exists specifically to do this on stream. I am a very stupid man. Anyway, Shreya, take Rad and help him to make this hybrid character.
Okay.
Okay. Let me...
Gunner is primal, high strength.
Do you want us to be in a second voice chat?
Yes, please.
Okay, I won't be able to mod the chat if I do that, just so you know.
What? What do you mean? Yeah, you will. You'll still have power over chat on Twitch. You just have to be in a different voice thing so you can talk to Rad without us being... Just click the stream voice and go in there, you two. Right down there below us. Well done, Rad. Now follow him in there, Shreya. And
I see what you're doing. I have to click through a tutorial.
Phenomenal.
just go. Get in your Discord. It's a very different person. He's a very different person. Okay. Tiberius, on the other hand, has learned that his ancestors are from Athene on the world of Ravenin, where goblins are not only extinct, but these goblins have been, which is real weird. You did really well with a two-handed weapon, which is not very rangery, and did a lot of charisma stuff despite only having a 12. So what the hell are you? Let's look at...
I don't even know. I just intimidated my way with a corn cob.
So, we could just call that a ranger, and that's the stuff you took for your skills. Because there's some extra shit they can get. You're certainly not a barbarian. I don't see how this makes you particularly shaman-y. Yeah, I suppose you could be a dragon shaman. I wouldn't stop you from doing that if it was the choice you felt you had to make. Nope. What's the other one? Shaman, barbarian, ranger. What am I forgetting? Druid. Well, you're probably not a druid. So you're probably either a dragon shaman. Wait, are those int-based? Yeah, you're not great at that either. You're really a lot better at strength. So you might be a nature warden.
Okay.
Nature warden channels the power of the earth. They use terrain as an additional weapon. Beyond even just the movement skills of other rangers, they include combat style. They're tougher than other rangers and rely... You had the most hit points by far. You even took an axe to the chest and just shrugged it off.
Yes.
Rely more on primal power in many ways. Attacks you make use or change terrain through the channeling of rock and stone. The combination of your movement and terrain effects gives you an unusual strategic edge. How does that sound to you?
Sounds pretty good.
Alright, so you are, after all, a ranger. And we'll start you off with your two passive features for level 1, which are Warden's Hunt. When you hit enemies in difficult terrain, you deal an additional 2 per tier damage, which is 2 damage right now, and for the foreseeable future. It's a passive, so we'll put it up here with the blues. Am I still showing this on stream? I am not. I've been doing... Also, I'm not on camera, because my camera's a piece of shit. It's done fucked off again. Alright, Nuastrilla, what's it?
Your beard's on camera, that's what's...
Yeah, you gotta catch the beard. I worked hard on it. Streamlabs does not believe me that I'm open on this document right now. How are you looking at that? Is that's in its own window? It is in fact in its own window. That is why. Okay, well that's one thing anyway. No! Don't touch anything, it's found it. Click the done button. Alright, we're good. Stream can see the character sheet now. That only took an act of several gods. I blame Alitamara. He's always making my game more complicated than it needs to be. Yeah, you have that power. And the other one is Nature's Teeth. +2 to attacks against foes that are immobilized or slowed. So you're going to want to consider this sort of thing in the future, because your character is built for taking advantage of certain tactician... Why is it a different it just decided arbitrarily to change the font and font size. Just like for kicks. I'm mad about that. Alright.
It's because of where you're copying and pasting from.
Well, but it's not consistent. It's consistent on the thing I'm copy-pasting it from, but when I paste it to, it does not consistently... It just guesses. Like, when I paste, it's like, this time I'll do it. Let's see, country halfling, farm folk. So you need to pick one for yourself for first level. That's fun, so we'll do it now, even though that's not the order we should do things in. So, do you want the stance? I think you should take the owlbear stance, because it makes you tough, and your character is definitely tough. Minor, you gain temporary hit points equal to your wisdom modifier. The first time in a round that you become adjacent to an enemy, they take 1 damage unless they make an immediate save. That's funny. Also, this needs to be called a stance. I don't know why it's not in there.
Okay then. So it was called a stand.
I liked your idea, little cat. I saw it and I was entertained.
What's going on?
I'm not seeing the Twitch chat at all, so please explain.
I wish Shock and was here to read my idea.
Yeah, he mentioned they did that. I have no idea who you are, but they mentioned, characters looking off the distance and seeing like an old man writing stuff down, jotting. That's the it's like an old man off in the distance.
I'm not that old. I mean, by Twitch standards, I'm ancient. Average Twitch streamer's like 17 or something. I don't actually know that that's true.
It does not, out of a gut feeling, seem true to me.
Let's see here. What if I...
I think old man's...
No, not page numbers. Translate script. Right here. No, 1.5... 1.15, that's worse than...
Take down.
That's worse than 1.5. Custom spacing...
Did you say 1.5 was worse than 1.5?
1.15 is worse than 1.5.
Oh, okay.
1.15 is just silly. Mage stats. Yes, those are mage stats. She has done well. Okay, back over here. So you have your stance and your starting features. That's good. You will require a feat. Actually, you should probably have a class, right? I mean, we know what it is. I just haven't put it in here. So, your class is Ranger. We'll copy paste the Ranger stat block from here into class and prestige class, and it'll be bonkers for no reason. So we'll change custom spacing to 1 and 0. Put an enter in here because it helps. It's in 2 different fonts again. I mean, at least pick one. Pick the wrong font, but stick with it. Full base attack bonus at level 1. That gives you a BA of 1, because it's 1 per level. Your hit points are 6. Which gives you 25 hit points. You have 3 trained skills. So, I would recommend heal and perform, because you already get bonuses. Although you might not have to take perform, because you can make them untrained because of folk music.
Uh-huh.
But it has to be your didgeridoo. If you want to perform with something other than the didgeridoo, you have to take training.
Okay, then.
See you later, little cat.
Yeah, see Ram.
Have a good day.
Alright,
Actually,
I think you get nature automatically. You get training in animal and nature automatically. You were already trained with animals. That's a diminishing return, but it's to be expected sometimes. Training in nature skill, weapon and armor proficiency. But only the one? So you're only proficient with simple weapons.
oh, okay.
This might be the first ranger I've ever had that's only proficient with simple weapons.
Huh.
You're not proficient with the only weapon you currently possess. Because it's a martial weapon. Unless you take defeat. Which might be good, because at least then you'll have proficiency with other stuff.
He did take the feat. Did you not see the first fight with the goblin?
Yeah, he did very nearly take that foot, didn't he?
To where I slashed a goblin foot off.
Yeah, when you take a feat in game, you get a feat character. That was the rule. I read on page 73.
So you took weapon.
Very clearly written in the rules.
Proficiency is your first feat, but spelled by somebody who knows how to spell. And then that'll give you proficiency with your battle axe. It will give you this longbow, because there's a couple of them just laying around. And then what's the last weapon you want? Can you use a longbow? This has to be you can't use a longbow. We'll make it a short bow. Actually, you probably want heavy throwing weapons because you're strong.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there aren't any of those laying around.
What about Helam?
A what?
Helam.
A polearm? I mean, there's a number
probably
of
not
polearms.
So I could. So what weapons could I have?
That's the wrong paper. Let's go back up to. Let's look for arming sword. There aren't a lot of things that use the word arming. Also misspelled though. Dyslexia's a bitch. Alright, so you want probably a heavy throne, so we'll start with that. Flail, spear, pick. Heavy blade, light blade, flail.
I'll probably do a spear.
Well, you could do a short spear being small.
Yeah.
Where is heavy throne? Here we go, heavy throne. Trident is heavy throne, that's two-handed for you. Keen. Those are exotic. So I've gone too far. Hand axe is heavy thrown. That has the same properties as the axe you're currently using.
Okay.
Throwing hammer is another option. That one's for bludgeoning, which you might want to use for people in heavy armor. Technically, you can do the trident, even though you'd have to use it with two hands.
Sure, I can.
Alright, we'll throw trident on there. And do you want your last one? Because the trident you can throw, but it's not really a ranged weapon. Do you want throwing axes, or do you want another melee weapon? Or throwing hammers?
Probably
another melee?
Probably a melee.
Okay, so You're probably not using an arming sword. You could use a light war pick, which is two-handed for you. No, it's offhand, so you can use it one-handed. So if you want a one-handed weapon, it's a war pick. I don't know what you'd need the other hand for. Lance, that'd be weird. I said a light war pick has offhand, so you could use it one-handed, but I don't know what you'd use the other hand for.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, that would be true.
I mean, you could have that hand free for carrying a torch or, you know, holding a rope or any number of other things if you felt the need.
Yeah, so I think I'll go with the war.
You go with the light war pick?
Yeah, it's one-handed, so it'll give me advantages.
Now you got a variety. You don't possess the light war pick, you simply know how to use one.
Oh, okay.
Well, as of yet. We'll probably just give you one when it comes time to do your equipment. What else? Oh, you also have light armor proficiency. Because you have one armor proficiency. Oh, you had 2 weapon proficiencies. So you didn't need to take a feat to do that after all. Silly me.
Oh, okay then.
I suggest you take toughness instead, so you have even more hit points.
Yeah, I'll do toughness, cause so that way I could survive getting it kicked in the chest again.
Okay, let's see. Toughness. You gain 5 hit points per 10 levels. What the hell did I just do? No, it's still wrong. Alright, 5 hit points per 10 levels. We'll just throw another 5 on here. And now you're a first level character with 30 hit points.
Dang.
That'll do. Punched in your training. So now it's Huntsman and Predator life. Those are the interesting ones. So we'll go to my contact lens just came in, so I can no longer see. Track is a bonus feat, and either favorite enemy or hunter's quarry. So, do you want to be particularly good at fighting a certain type of thing, or do you want to deal extra damage?
Probably extra damage.
Good choice. Track. We'll go down to track. Let's go down to the one that's the actual beat, please. Alright, we'll copy and paste that here. Your character can roll a perception or insight check to follow signs of a quarry they seek. The DC is 10 plus level, or their street in a city, or nature in the wild, or stealth if they are trying to hide from them. I think the stealth one you have to see them. You're trying to track them from their approximate position without them being able to see you. I don't really know about that one. I might get rid of that. That doesn't make sense to me. What did I just do? Retconning it live. This is new. Delete this. It said or twice anyway, so I don't even need to fix the syntax because it was already like that. Okay, now the other one is predatory life. Except not spelled like that apparently. Let's try Huntsman again. Predator life. You have the yours is missing. or Warden's Hunt feature, which is the one that you have. I've made more edits to the book in this at the end of this one session than I have made during any other session, including when I did the observation to begin with. So you have the Warden's Hunt feature already. We selected that, so you're going to get another one. Spirit's Rebuke, Unbalancing Parry, Yield Ground. Did you ever back away from the fight? I don't think so. You got kicked down a lot, though.
Yeah.
So... Running attack. What sounds like this character? Careful attack? Probably not.
Hey, Lampedition.
Yes.
We have a conundrum.
Oh no, now what happened?
So, he gets 3 starting feats from each class, right?
Three of the feats?
Starting feats, specific.
Yes. And we had to come up with something specific for Monk, right? Because...
Yes. We handled that. That's not the issue.
Okay.
The issue is that the starting feats for Mage are Spell Training, Arcana Skill Training, Arcana Focus, and Meta Magic. He already knows Arcana,
Yeah.
but getting a second Arcana Skill Training automatically gives you Arcana Focus, right?
You don't get to take the second one, but he can take the focus. And spell training counts as 2.
Right, so basically, from what I understand, he's stuck with taking Spell Training and either Arcana Focus or a Meta Magic.
Yes. Which isn't a bad choice, really.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
2 spells at level 1 is kind of...
No, it is bonkers. Yeah, he's way too powerful.
Alright.
He could have one-shot that Hobgoblin. Came pretty close. Left him with 2 hit points. What's your wisdom modifier? 0, so Jack. Spirit of the Puma? Yeah, okay, you're gonna want to generate difficult terrain, probably, because of this power. Is there a way that you can do that? You deal weapon damage, burst is difficult terrain. Yes. So, because of your terrain shit, you'll want either Hungry Earth or Weight of the World, because you also have Nature's Teeth. Do you want difficult terrain or slowed enemies?
Probably difficult terrain.
Alright, that one's way more powerful, but you can only use it half as often.
Okay, then.
That one is called the Hungry Earth. It's certainly neater. Okay, now, I think that we are in a place where we can move to Cody's character, at least temporarily.
I have a question.
Yeah.
With Predator Life... Actually, no, I chose Huntsman, actually. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. So what that does is it's the... Predator Life is which kind of ranger you are. So yours is Warden's... Yours is Warden's Hunt.
Okay, then.
That's the one that makes you do more damage to people in difficult terrain.
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, so, Codeman, what happened to you? You bit a couple of guys. That's real weird. That's Druid, frankly.
I lack of option.
You almost...
If I had a weapon, I would have.
Oh, you passed up weapons. That might speak to the way that this character is going to work, right? That was part of the idea, for sure. Martial Primal doesn't use weapons. So, you are almost certainly Barbarian, because come the fuck on.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.